What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Big Baby Jonathan here. Welcome to the latest edition of the Big Baby Jonathan Sports Podcast Show. Right here next to me, I got my boy JT, man. It's been a while, man. How's things, man?
It's been a while, Jonathan, but guess what? I'm back. Let's get talking, Jonathan. Let's get to this.
Let's run it. So in today's show, we're going to talk about how do you think the Lakers are playing this year. And speaking of that, how do you think the Lakers are playing this year?
I think we've been doing good so far. I do think we can do better, especially these last 4 games. They've been close. Teams we should just beat. But it seems like we have some problem. And then it's too much isolation ball right now. We forgot how to play team ball or what? I don't know. LeBron's holding the ball for a little bit too long. AD's just throwing up stuff. I feel like we can play better as a team and get some more players involved. It's a team. Other than that, we've been doing great.
For me, for the Lakers, they've been playing okay. But I feel like JT's right. There can be some things that clean up. A lot of ISO ball, move the ball. LeBron sometimes be too passive, and he'll try to take over, and then it's like he runs out of rhythm. So for the Lakers, just be a team, play with the unit, and we're 14-2. We got the Spurs tonight. That's gonna be a tough matchup. But also, how do you think the role players are playing so far this year for the Lakers?
So far, I think they're playing great. Alex Caruso, so underrated. He does so much with the Lakers. It's good to see him on the floor. Good to see him engaged. Kuzma is back. I don't know if he's still gonna be a role player, he's gonna be starting or anything like that. That's a good addition to have back. Quinn Cook, great job. Dwight Howard off the bench, great job. Like everybody on the Lakers so far has been playing a great game. Good job.
Yeah, for me, man, it's Dwight Howard, Quinn Cook, KCP. Everybody's contributing, even Jarrett Dudley from time to time. But my main surprise, Dwight Howard so far. He's showing why he's still in the league, still dominating high level, and he's changed his attitude. His mindset's different. He has more positive attitude, and he's not like he'll joke around, but it's not like he was his first stint with the Lakers, like joking around, laughing, getting blown out by 30, and he has a different perspective now since he went through all those growing pains with Atlanta, Brooklyn, even Memphis. He was on Memphis for a little bit, never even played a game, and then just cutting him. But it's just I'm really excited for Dwight for being a Laker again. Love his intensity. But speaking of Dwight, how do you think Dwight Howard's impacting the Lakers this season?
How I think Dwight Howard's impacting the Lakers this season? Great. Defensively, he's there. Offensively, he's there. Screening rows, calling out, playing defense, communicating. He's showing why he still belongs in the NBA, and I'm glad to have you back on the team. I feel like this is a spot for you to be at. I feel like Laker fans, we love you. We love you here. We love you playing like this. We love you showing the intensity every game, the hustle. Every game has been there, and we enjoy seeing it. It brings back Showtime, the Laker Showtime. Slam dunks, alley-oops. Yep. This is Laker Showtime, baby.
Yeah,
we're getting it.
You already know, man. Dwight Howard brings that toughness, grit, grind, blocking shots, run the floor. Him and LeBron James are playing really well together. Literally like their pick and rolls defense. Now, JT, I want to ask you about how do you feel about players not playing because of load management? What are your thoughts about that?
Loaded management, I don't know what's really going on with that, Jonathan. I don't know if these players are hurt. If they get hurt a game and, expected to play the next game and they don't play, then they call it loaded management. I don't really know what's going on. If it is because of loaded management, it sucks because fans on every team wants, if they go and see their team play, they want to see their team play. They want to, they want to see their best player on the team. They want to see everybody on the team. Like, dang, I'm spending all this money to go and play. To go and watch you play. Yeah. And the people that's not even playing, they're not. It's like a waste of money for fans at least.
Do you think fans should ask for the money back? If let's say I go see LeBron play next week or something and he doesn't play, do you think I should go ask for my money back or just go watch the Lakers play?
I feel like as fans we should know prior before buying a ticket.
Yeah, I agree.
Who's going to play and who's not. If it's loaded management, let it be loaded management. Okay, we understand. Players get tired, players get injured. I don't really know what's going on with that again, like I said before. But I do feel like fans should be notified who's going to play that game if they spend that much money.
Because I remember one year when I went to see Lakers play, it was Kobe's last year. It was against Memphis. And we didn't hear anything about it until 10 minutes before game tip off, and I was actually at Staples. I was a little bit disappointed. Like, come on, Kobe, play. I'm like, you know what? I'm there. I'm not gonna go get my money back. I drove all that way. Or, my family drove all that way. What's the point of leaving? Stay, enjoy the game. Jordan Clarkson had a career high that night, 38 points. We won the game, so I'm excited. But now let's switch into NBA talk. How do you think Carmelo Anthony is going to play with Portland, and how do you think Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum going to coexist?
I think Carmelo would play good in Portland. I thought it was a good move for Portland to acquire him. It's not gonna, do the best that Portland can do. They need somebody on defense. As an overall team, Yusuf Nurkic is still hurt. Players like Harkless, he left to the Clippers. So like they lost some depth and some defense. And Zach Collins, I believe too, is out right now with Portland.
Yep, Zach Collins.
But I feel like Carmelo's a good fit. I feel like he's gonna put points on the board, on the scoreboard and everything. He's gonna contribute in offense. A little in defense, we'll see. We all know Melo's an offensive player. But I do think that Portland needs to get somebody who knows how to play defense if they try and impact and do something in the West.
I feel like Carmelo Anthony is going to fit tremendously with Portland. He could get to the rim at ease. His first game, he went 4 for 10, struggled a little bit, but in the second game, he had like 17 points or 19 points, somewhere around there, did his thing. I feel like when Damian Lillard comes back from injury, they're going to coexist, and they're a team, even though they're struggling, they're a team that can get going, and they could be a threat from the 6th seed all the way to 8. So I'm just really looking forward to what that's going to do. And who's your MVP so far, if you had to pick?
MVP, Jonathan, now the Lakers. I do feel like LeBron is playing great. But shout out to Luka Doncic.
Yep.
That is my MVP right now. If I had to vote for MVP, that kid is something else. I love the way he plays. I love everything that he does with that team. He's a leader. He's a young leader, and he deserves MVP.
Yep.
Triple doubles. He's almost averaging every game. He's stepping up to the plate, playing defense and offense on both ends of the floor. Great.
For me, man, I'm gonna have to go with LeBron. Not obviously, it's Laker talk. No, I just feel like he's on the mission to prove everybody wrong. And they usually pick an MVP with the best record in the league and play high levels. Because I remember one year, Kobe was playing really great. Best record in the league, and guess who won it that year? Steve Nash. He was the 4th seed. So it's not a set in stone for LeBron, but that's who I would pick for MVP, man. LeBron's trying to get one of these, number 17 for us, man. And at the end of the day, he's proving everybody wrong. He's proving Skip Bayless wrong. He's proving all the doubters wrong. And every time he does something, man, LeBron just gets hated on. So that just makes it very much sweeter for the Lakers to win the title this year. I feel like we are, but we got to take it one game at a time. And most improved player so far this season.
Most improved player. I said, watch out for them still. They're still a great team. Even without Kawhi Leonard.
Yep.
Most improved player, Pascal Siakam, by far.
He was the one that mentioned it on my podcast that he's going to have a breakout season. Don't sleep on Toronto. And sure enough, they're a team that people should watch out for in the East and in the West. Because Lakers, we lost to them this year. And Siakam did his thing. Van Vliet did his thing. Marc Gasol, they still got a group of guys that could be highest to level, and veteran leader coach and Nick Nurse over there. So they're a team that if you don't play them really well, if you come in with they're Toronto, they don't got Kawhi, you get punched in the mouth. You know what I mean?
Punch. Also, I would say runner up would be Brandon Ingram. He's been injured a couple games, but these games that he's been playing, he's been showing why his name is Brandon Ingram.
Yep.
Watch the Pelicans, tune in. That is going to be a great team. I don't know if they're making the playoffs or not, but that is going to be a great team. Keep watching the Pelicans. That's a young team coming up for sure.
Yeah, for me, I say Brandon Ingram too. I love his ability to get to the rim, post up, fade away. He can facilitate the basketball, get people involved. But also, I forgot to mention on my podcast yesterday, Zach LaVine, man. Zach LaVine is balling out. He had 49 points last game. They were down 8 with a minute left. Bulls came back and Zach LaVine hit the game winner because the coach of the Bulls was calling Zach LaVine out, and Zach LaVine showed him, like, you should play me more. 49 points, hitting the game winner. It's like, come on, man, don't bench me. So I have Zach LaVine in there. I got Brandon Ingram. I got De'Aaron. It's so hard to pick with most improved, but I got Brandon Ingram and Luka Doncic, man. Luka Doncic is a baller, man. He's like a mini LeBron when it comes to the triple doubles, getting people involved, and it's gonna be a great season for the Dallas Mavericks. They're a team that don't sleep on, because if you do, they can punch you in the mouth. And surprising NBA team so far.
Surprising NBA team so far, and Memphis Grizzlies.
Mm-hmm.
They're a great team. Wait, I'll take that back. They're not too much of a great team, but they got players on that team who's been there, who wants to do good and everything. And their spot is in the West right now. Hard. The West is hard.
Yeah.
If they was in the East, they'll probably be like right there with 7th and 8th seed, I believe. But Memphis Grizzlies might be my surprising team. Watch out for them if they do kind of slip between the 8th and the 10th seed in the West. That could be a team to watch out for. Slipping in the 8th spot.
For me, I say Phoenix. Phoenix has been playing well. Monty Williams coaching really well over there. Devin Booker, Ricky Rubio, Oubre, Aaron Baines. They got veteran leaders on that team. Not like, they're NBA players, so they're great veterans, man. Phoenix might make the playoffs this year. Devin Booker's balling out, man. And who is your defensive player of the year so far in the NBA? I'll go first. Obviously, Anthony Davis leads the league in shot blocking. Just his ability to switch on all positions. He even said when he got traded to the Lakers, my main goal is to play defense, win defensive player of the year. I don't need to score as much. We got scores. So his mindset is dominate the boards, block shots, play defense. He shut down. Who was it? Valanciunas in the fourth quarter. Shut him down. Play defense. Got the game block against Sacramento. Got the game-winning steal against Memphis. So just his defense is there. And I have him as defensive player. So JT, who do you have as defensive player of the year so far this year?
I'd have to agree with you so far. I believe there's a lot of great teams that can play great team defense, but individual defense, who's kind of get hard, to get by, is Anthony Davis at this point in time. Mm-hmm. It's hard to score on him, especially when he's in tune. I feel like, he can stop whoever he wants to stop. Mm-hmm. He can dominate on whoever he wants to dominate. Anthony Davis.
Yeah, Anthony Davis. So I'm going to end this Big Baby Jonathan Sports Podcast show. I'm going to leave all my social media in the description, man. He's going to leave his social media in the description, man. I want to appreciate all you guys tuning in to every podcast, man. I love the feedback from you guys. So until then, everybody have a great night.
I got one thing to say.
Okay.
Lil Keezy, I'd rather be a Laker for life. I'd rather be a Laker for life. La Laker that. La Laker that.